on, everybody? Welcome to Tuesday. Today I want to talk about the Infinite Forbidden a little bit. Sorry, I'm going to turn this light down. And honestly, this set goes a little crazy. So they've released about 10 cards. I have not read most of these. They've changed the names on a lot of these from the OCG, which is to be expected. But a lot of these cards just are just good. This set is definitely going to change the meta, and it's something that we need to talk about. So, welcome. So we're going to start with one of the most sought-after cards in this set, is the Fiendsmith Engraver. If you watched my Fiendsmith intro video back in, I think, April, you know about this card. But some of you may not. So you can discard this card, add one Fiendsmith Smell or Trap from your deck to your hand. So it is a Gravekeeper Commandant for any spell or trap, not just a field spell. You can target one Fiendsmith, equip card you control, and one monster on the field. Send them to the graveyard. Doesn't destroy. Sits. Pretty important. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one other light fiend monster from your graveyard into the deck or extra deck. Special summon this card. You can only use each effect once per turn. It does say use, not activate. This card right here is something I did not know about until about a week ago. This card is stupid, and a lot of people are saying this card is mid. That's fine. That's your opinion. This card is going to be our version of Maxx C for a little while. I think it's sort of Konami throwing it into the meta to see if we can handle a Maxx C. But if you control no cards, quick effect, you could discard this card, apply one of these effects this turn. You pick one. Each time your opponent normal or special summons a monster from the hand, immediately draw one card. Okay. Once per turn during the end phase, if the number of cards in your hand is more than the number of cards your opponent controls, plus, I can't remember, I think plus 5, you must randomly shuffle cards from your hand into the deck. So the number in your hand equals the number your opponent controls plus 6. You can only activate one Malkarmi, Perlia, whatever. The turn you activate this effect. So you can only activate one other monster effect the turn you activate effect of this archetype. I mean, it's normal or special from the hand. It's in almost every meta deck right now, it's at least going to be a +2. Like, normal, draw. Effect of Poplar, draw. Like, I understand what people are saying, like, yeah. I mean, this guy says, close enough, welcome back, Maxx C. I mean, sort of not wrong here. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as what people are thinking, especially, like, against Sprite. This card's nuts. Against any any deck that specials from the hand. So, and then we've got the meme card, in my opinion, the Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate. But there is one card that released today I would like to talk about. We're going to talk about these a little bit first. You are getting Genroku out of the set. Tenpai players, we knew that. I played Tenpai. I just don't see, especially with everything else coming out too, how that card makes Tenpai so much better. Playing Tenpai, I understand like the need for it. You're probably going to play it at 3 right now. So 3 white, 3 of those. You can cut red to 2 and 1 green. Maybe still 2 green, just because you don't draw it. But like a lot of these cards are just not. I mean, I don't think they're going to be like the Ishizu cards, which are essentially retrains of the new stuff or of the old stuff. I don't think they're going to be like that. I just don't see them being. I think they're filler. But I haven't read all of these effects. Obviously, this is too small to read. But I wanted to show we are getting the Genroku if you are a Tenpai player. The next one is a big one. You're getting the Moon. So, I can summarize what this card does. And this spell card, Monster Reborn, says no to Gimmick Puppet. So this card's funny. So spell card, Monster Reborn, we're going to start there. It's target one monster, I think in either player's graveyard. Maybe your opponent's, but in either player's graveyard. Special summon it. and their effects cannot be activated this turn. So they go to activate Albion. You're like, okay, chain spell card Monster Reborn. And now they can't puppet lock you. And its effects are negated. And you have a free body. So as long as you're not restricted to no cards on the main monster zones, this Sucks and Striker, it's a good card. Moon of the Closed Heaven. This girl right here is going to drive people crazy. I think this is one of the most underrated cards in the set. I think she's a fiend. She is Fiend Link effect, and it's a light fiend. It's going to fit right in with Fiendsmith stuff. And I know I said underrated, but what I mean is most valuable that no one is freaking out over about yet. Everybody's freaking out about the Jellyfish. Everybody's freaking out about the Fiendsmith cards because Fiendsmith U-Belt just goes crazy. But Moon of the Closed Heaven is nice. So it's a link to, it takes 2 effect monsters. Essentially, what she says is when she's summoned, one of the monsters that she points to can be used for a link summon of a link 5 monster. So she's 2. That's 3. You control 4. And then Underworld Goddess says, including one of your opponent's monsters. So you're essentially clearing 2 spots? Question mark. It's a pretty good card. It's a pretty good card. This releases July 18th, so we're 2 weeks away. 2 weeks, 2 days. We're gonna have the full spoilers probably within this week. It's Tuesday. I would say it happens by Friday. But there's some really good value in this set. This reminds me of Rise of the Duelist set, which had talents and droplets and Dogmatica stuff. That was the last cases that I actually purchased. If I would have had the money here, we'd be talking about me buying a case or 2. This set I think ages very well. I can see this being a Starlight QCR, whatever they have in this set. I could see. I mean, I obviously know the Exodia. They're going to do it for the meme. As well as the Jellyfish. I can definitely see it being a Starlight, and I think they sort of allude to it being a secret, at least right here. I see her being no less than an Ultra, but it doesn't allude to anything with the name. These are all Ultras except for the Fiendsmith if it's a secret. I think this set's going to be really good. I think Nats is going to be crazy. Nationals is the 19th. This set releases the 18th. The 18th is a Thursday, which is a little weird, but I think they're wanting to do it sort of to screw with everybody. I don't see a ban list dropping before Nationals. I definitely see it. This is Full Power Snake Eye with Fiendsmith will lead to a tier -1 format. I don't think so. I don't think we have a ban list before Nats. I don't, because April 14th was the last time we had one. I see one post Nationals, and I could see it releasing at Nationals. My little brother mentioned that, but I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Just keep smashing that like button. Keep subscribing. We're getting closer to that 300 mark. We just need to keep going. So I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.